Look north from Munich's Olympic Park, or gaze south from the Englischer Garten. The view is unmistakably Bavarian. Church spires pierce the skyline, framed by the majestic Alps, with the unmistakable twin towers of the Frauenkirche cathedral reigning supreme. This iconic landmark, with its distinctive onion domes, has dominated the city's vistas since its completion in 1524. For centuries, Munich has fiercely protected this scene. A strict 100-meter building height limit imposed in 2004 ensures the cathedral's silhouette remains unchallenged. But change could be on the horizon. A controversial proposal threatens this carefully curated cityscape, raising the specter of modern towers vying for dominance alongside Munich's treasured symbol. Will the city's cherished skyline be forever transformed? Munich's architectural legacy stretches back 1,000 years, a vibrant timeline etched in stone and brick. From its humble beginnings as a medieval settlement, the city blossomed into a Baroque powerhouse, its grand palaces and ornate churches marking centuries of royal patronage. The star of the show is the Frauenkirche Cathedral, its twin towers rising a majestic 109 meters. Its soaring red brick towers, completed in 1488, were initially envisioned with dramatic spires, mirroring the iconic Cologne Cathedral. But a twist of fate, or perhaps a lack of funds, led to the addition of the distinctive Renaissance-era onion domes in 1525, a unique architectural quirk that adds to the cathedral's allure. Munich's architectural evolution wasn't limited to churches and palaces. As the capital of the independent kingdom of Bavaria, the city saw the construction of neoclassical civic buildings, adding another layer to its rich architectural tapestry. This legacy of diverse periods and styles creates a fascinating tension, one that fuels the current debate about Munich's future. Modern architects envision a cityscape punctuated by bold towers, a testament to the city's progress and innovation. But a movement of passionate traditionalists vehemently opposes this vision. They see skyscrapers as an assault on Munich's unique identity, a threat to its cherished skyline dominated by centuries-old spires. The fear is that Munich could become indistinguishable from Frankfurt, Germany's financial hub known for its profusion of high-rises. This conflict came to a head in 2004. In a landmark decision that continues to reverberate today, the city imposed a strict 100-meter building height limit. This was a deliberate move, designed to protect the cathedral's visual dominance and preserve Munich's traditional charm. How is that? Think of the Frauenkirche as the heart of Munich. It's been there the longest, and everyone recognizes its special towers. Imagine taller buildings popping up, blocking the view and making the old heart seem smaller. That's why the city leaders made a rule. No building can be taller than the Frauenkirche's towers, 100 meters. This way, the cathedral stays the star of the skyline, and Munich keeps its unique charm. Yet, times change. The city grows. The world modernizes. Can Munich hold the line against towering skyscrapers? Or will a new era dawn where the iconic cathedral shares the spotlight with modern giants? Change is on the horizon for Munich, and it's coming in the form of two audacious towers. These aren't just taller than the 100-meter limit. They would shatter it, soaring a full 154 meters into the air. This isn't some unknown architect's dream. It's the brainchild of world-renowned Herzog and de Meuron, the firm behind iconic and sometimes divisive projects like Hamburg's Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall. While these towers wouldn't be built in the historic city center, their sheer scale is causing alarm. Munich's identity is built on centuries of history. Could the addition of two modern giants upend that sense of tradition? This fear goes beyond appearances. The battle over the skyline is about more than just towers. At the heart of the controversy lies the proposed transformation of a vast, aging post office facility. The developer envisions a glittering complex, a privately owned wonderland of culture, entertainment, and a much-needed 1,100 new homes. They even propose half these homes will be offered below market rate, a lifeline in a city facing a housing crunch. Add in offices, shops, medical facilities, and even a quintessential Bavarian panoramic beer garden, and it sounds like a revitalization dream come true. But there's a catch, and it's a big one. Those two sleek towers remain the project's centerpiece, and these towers threaten to overshadow everything else. Even though the site isn't in Munich's historic core, its sheer height risks spoiling views from the beloved Nymphenburg Palace, a Baroque masterpiece that draws hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. This disruption cuts to the core of what many residents hold dear. But Munich, like many cities, faces a dilemma. It's grappling with a severe housing crisis, and some argue that taller buildings can ease the pressure, packing more homes into a limited footprint. This is where the tower project gets complex. It's more than just two skyscrapers. It involves transforming a sprawling 1960s-era post office complex into a vibrant modern neighborhood, complete with housing, businesses, and cultural spaces. Opponents of the tower project see it as a Trojan horse. Yes, it promises needed housing, but at a cost they consider too high. They point out that luxury high-rises rarely solve housing shortages, as they cater to the wealthy who already have options. Will these towers truly help those struggling to find homes, or will they become symbols of a widening gap between the haves and have-nots? The battle lines are drawn. While a panel of experts has largely backed the project, public opinion remains fiercely divided. This isn't just a debate about aesthetics. It's about the kind of city Munich wants to be. The debate boils down to a fundamental question: what makes a city truly cosmopolitan? Is it gleaming glass towers and trendy amenities? Or is it an inclusive community where people from all walks of life can feel they belong, surrounded by a built environment that reflects the city's rich history and unique character? In a stunning twist, the city of Munich made a bold declaration in June 2023. After nearly 2 decades of strict height limits, they announced a willingness to consider taller buildings, though with conditions attached. This decision marks a seismic shift, potentially upending the cherished Munich line. What is the line? It's a decades-old planning approach that sought to rebuild the city after the devastation of World War II, striking a balance between respect for tradition and the embrace of modernity. The result is a Munich that feels distinct from cities like Frankfurt or Cologne. It has a closer connection to its pre-war character, contributing to its reputation as one of Germany's more conservative urban centers. But can this balance survive in the face of 21st century pressures? The proposed towers represent a gamble, a test of whether Munich can evolve without sacrificing what makes it unique. The city's new guidelines attempt to mitigate the risks. Tall buildings would be confined to areas outside the historic city center. Strict rules warn against towers clumping together and creating an unsightly wall effect. But will these safeguards be enough? Munich has a history of resistance to skyscrapers. There's a passion here that sets it apart from other cities engaged in similar debates. The fate of the towers hangs in the balance. While a panel of experts has largely endorsed the project, the public has yet to weigh in fully. Activists are determined to rally citizens against the plan. Will they succeed in preserving Munich's historic height limit, or will the city council cave under pressure to modernize? The outcome of this battle will echo for years to come, shaping not only the skyline, but the very identity of Munich. If you're fascinated by the tension between tradition and progress, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Does Munich need skyscrapers to thrive, or is its historic charm worth safeguarding at all costs? Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss the dramatic conclusion of this story.